All right, so good evening, everyone. Today, earlier in the day, in the afternoon, we posted up that, if you have any queries regarding ACCA, you can ask me and I'll be answering it in the evening, 6 p.m. So here I am. In this few hours, I've got around 25 questions, which I'm going to answer. Many repeated questions also, which I'll try to answer in, all the questions. Meanwhile, if suppose you have not asked your question about ACCA or any query which you're having about ACCA, you can drop me down right now and we will answer it. In fact, we'll also answer all these questions in the stories, Instagram stories, where you can follow up regarding with your question which you had asked. So now let us start with, what is actually ACCA? Well, ACCA is a 13-paper qualification which has value over 181 countries, and it's a chartered qualification, certified chartered qualification, which focuses mainly on auditing, financial reporting, management accountancy, financial management, etc., taxation also. So these are the main areas where ACCA is focused, and makes you professional in these areas where you can enhance your skills and give these services in the market and make your career out of it. So this is what is actual basic ACCA. We have so many questions lined up where I'll be answering more about ACCA. So now let's start with the questions. Question number 1 is criteria to join ACCA. Just finished 10th. Well, technically you're capable to join ACCA because 10th is the minimum qualification required to start ACCA. Many people get shocked on listening it or astonished that how come a 10th student started. Well, let me tell you is that you can start it after 10th. It is 13 papers. You started after 10th. You can complete it within 2.5 years of your time. So I hope you can join that. Then I have completed CMA. How many exemptions can I get? Well, if you've completed CMA, US, you get 5 papers exemption, first 5 papers exempted. And if you have completed CMA India, you get 9 papers exemption. And that also depends on the marks which you have obtained in your CMA examination while getting, because these all exemptions are conditional exemptions, which would depend on how many marks you have obtained in particular subjects. On submission of your transcripts to ACCA, my ACCA, you would be getting which subjects you can actually get exemptions, and go ahead. All right. Another question, what is ACCA? Well, I've already answered this question, but still, ACCA, why, and, why you must choose ACCA? And there's the next question also, why ACCA not CA? Well, I don't compare this qualification. ACCA has its own value. CA has its own value. ACCA is a worldwide qualification. CA is valid in, few countries. CA is more valued in India, as, many people say about it, but ACCA is nowhere less than that. Now, let me tell you is that, normal, what is the demand and supply, basic economics, which we have learned in our 11th and 12th, is that the demand and supply plays a major role. Where the demand is huge, you would be getting, what you require, the salaries would be good, or the requirements or the jobs would be very good. But if suppose the other way, demand is huge and supply is more than that, then I don't think so that, you can earn or, you can grow in that career. Now, you see, there are many CAs right now who are qualified or on the verge of qualification. In fact, if I reveal few things, is like, there are many CAs who are in their final, they are stuck up there. They can become CAs at any time. And if you're competing with them at this point, there are, so many CAs in the market which are going to do the work of a CA and, practice about the CA, do normal, getting so many questions. So now, if you have any questions, so another question about it is that, okay, you are asking about, more comparison between CA and ACCA. Well, let me tell you is that, I'll be answering many ACCA related queries, questions which already I have. And if you're having any questions, you can ask it right now in this messages and, in this live section, and I'll be answering it soon. So now, Well, ACCA has more demand, but the supply is less. That is the point where you would be valued a lot. The demand is huge, but supply is less. You would be valued over there. And then the next question which I see here is ACCA, CIMA, and CMA. Which one is the best? Well, it has different criterias, or different audience actually, and in fact, different capabilities which is required. Now, if I say, if you are interested in business, only business, if you're highly interested in business, then CIMA and CMA is your thing which you need to take. Only business. And then again comes that if you are a student just after 12th or just after 10th, then ACCA would be better than CMA. Suppose if you have completed your degree and you are actually working, and you want a career growth, or you want a career change into business, then CMA would be best for you. All right. So why should we join NGS Professional Academy? Well, we are actually leading providers for ACCA and CMA right now. So for ACCA, we have numerous students across Hyderabad, across Telangana, I may say. In fact, we also have students from Bangalore, Kerala. Another question: how many times are the exams conducted? I'll be answering it soon. So now we have students from across India and even abroad. Now, what is the special part while joining NGS is that, the same class which I will be taking, or any of our faculty members would be taking the class, that class would be streamed online. Suppose you are sitting in any part of the world and you have already registered for the class, you can attend it from any part of the world. That would be the key point which you can take. Suppose if you are unable to come to the class on a day which is highly practicable, you're traveling somewhere or you're having some problems, you cannot come to the class directly, you can attend the session online. The same would be streamed. Most of the students, prefer coming down to the class, and, the students who have actually tested or, actually enjoyed the online class, in fact, whoever has taken online class, they have not come down to the academy again. They are attending it online only. That would be one point for them. Then this is one question, which has been asked to me many a times. And most probably these questions are asked from, the 12th students, or, who have just completed their intermediate, or who have, their seniors or their siblings, brothers who are elder actually, and who have already done CA or ACCA something. This question comes from them that, can I practice after I finish ACCA in India? Now, can I practice after finishing, what's that question again? How to get signing authority after ACCA in India? Yeah, this is the question which I was asking also. Now, let me tell you, is that I have around hundreds of friends who have completed CA. Hundreds of friends who have completed, my personal friends. Hardly 2 or 3 out of them are practicing today. Most of them are working in a job. Most of them. Very less are actually practicing today. Now, when you start your career, or if you are starting over here at this point, how are you able to decide that I'm not going to get a signing authority, or I'm not going to get a chance to practice in India? What is the use of doing it? Well, let me tell you that this must not be the thing. Most important things are your knowledge which you are going to gain over here. Then coming to the practical thing about, can I sign in India? Well, let me tell you, you can sign international balance sheets. You cannot sign Indian balance sheets just after completing ACCA. Then, as I have said, there are 13 papers in ACCA. Actually, there are 2 more optional papers. If you complete those 2 more optional papers, you would be getting ICAEW. Now, when you get ICAEW, you can practice across the globe, including India. You can practice in India. You can be a partner in a firm in India. I hope, this question is answered for now. In fact, I don't think so that this question answers, again, I'll be getting the same questions. Again, I have the same answer. I hope, you record this answer and, keep on playing this answer if anybody is having this question. All right, coming to that question also. So now, till how many years is my registration valid? So if you are registering through ACCA, 10 years your registration will be valid. Then how many years will it take to complete ACCA? If you're starting ACCA just after 12th or just after 10th, it will take you 2.5 years to complete ACCA. It also depends on you. There are people who are completing in 1.5 years or 2 years also. There are some students who are highly talented, they are completing it. And there are also students who are not that talented, or, normal average students, they take 3.5 years to complete it after their intermediate. And that's absolutely normal. That's actually, suppose you're completing your means intermediate at 17, 18 of your age, and then you are completing your ACCA by the age of 21 and 22. That's a great achievement. Well, then next is how do I get my BSc degree in applied accountancy from Oxford Brookes University? Do we need to pay anything? Yes. Normally people get misguided, like, you can just get your degree, BSc Applied Accountancy from Oxford Brookes University. You can get it just by completing 9 papers of ACCA. Well, let me tell you, after completing of those 9 papers, you have to write down a thesis, a project report on particular topics, which is there by, which is actually assigned by the mentors who are official mentors of Oxford Brookes University. Those people would be guiding you on it, and you would be given certain topics on which you have to make a thesis or a project report, submit it there. Once it gets approved, then you get it. You have to pay around, in Indian rupees, around 25,000 to 30,000, including the exam, the registration and the mentor fee. It would be approximately to that, and that would be the payment you have to make. Should I do degree if I'm pursuing ACCA? Well, let me tell you that, degree is not required for ACCA. Then again, I say, to be a bit conservative and to have a plan B, better do ACCA with a BCom or any degree that would be beneficial for you. Many students ask this also, that can I do, while doing engineering, shall I do ACCA? That would be 2 different fields. Well, let me tell you, that would be the best if you can do it, because you are getting some technical knowledge from your engineering, and you would be getting business knowledge from ACCA. Now, scope in investment banking, this is a question again I'll be answering. Let me tell you that, investment banking is separate a career out of it. In fact, the papers, which is financial management and advanced financial management, deals specifically in investment banking only, and you can get a career in investment banking through ACCA. All right. Can I pass ACCA in first attempt? Yes, you can pass ACCA in your very first attempt, provided you prepare accordingly and prepare according to our approved tutors who say that, how is the method of, you need to approach your examination. Normally, if you can, if you are able to spare 4 to 5 hours in a day in your preparation, more than enough for 1 paper at a time. Is there any scholarship for ACCA? Yes, there is scholarship for ACCA. You can log on to my ACCA or accglobal.com and /scholarships over there. You can see scholarships are available worldwide. If you're eligible for that scholarship, you can apply for it. There are a few essays which you have to write and get that done. And then I live in Australia. Do you guys have online classes? Yes, we do have online classes. You just need to DM us or call us on any other numbers which is there. The link is, which the details are there in the bio. You can call on any number and get yourself registered for the online class. In fact, let me tell you, all classes are going on right now at NGS Professional Academy. All knowledge level and skills level exam is going on in the academy. Okay. Are online classes complicated? Now, let me tell you, yes, it becomes complicated if you don't follow certain rules. What are certain rules is that, you need to have a mobile, you need to have a laptop, headphone, and a peaceful room to attend online class. If you don't have these 3 things, it is complicated. You may not understand what's happening, because what is there in the class, the video and audio gets live streamed and the screen gets shared at the same time. And you can ask your queries and questions at the same time to the faculty. So make sure if you have these 3 things, your class is very easy. Now, how much do auditors earn in the Middle East? Now, it depends on how good the auditor firm is. which firm is he working in. If suppose he is working in a small, medium-sized firm, he would be earning around 6 to 7,000 dirhams per month. And if suppose that firm is big enough, he would be earning anywhere around 10 to 15,000 minimum, 10 to 15,000 dirhams per month. This is what a normal auditor would be earning over there. In fact, ACCA has the official signing authority in UAE because, you know, ACCA is termed UAECA. It is equivalent. Then next last, when can we visit NGS for counseling? Well, let me tell you, we have a team of 10 people and we are working 24/7. You can visit anytime. Just give us a call. The link is in the, the contact numbers are there in the bio. You can contact us anytime and visit us for counseling. Then when are you available at the, I'll be available at the academy. You can just give me a call. You know, the numbers which are given there. One of that number is mine only. 801919 is my number. You can call up that number and, you know, get my timings up there. Should I do MBA with ACCA for going into investment banking? Yes. Yes, you can do ACCA. In fact, I would suggest you that, you know, if you can drop me down a message, the person who is asking me this question, I rather, you know, show you what's investment banking, because investment banking is something which, you know, on hearing it, you would have watched few of the movies in investment banking and you would be wanting to do this career. It would be better to have a proper understanding of it. And I would like to, you know, personally counsel on you on it on an online session only, and then get started and suggest you that which papers are better for, you know, ACCA for your investment banking, or else if there's any other particular subject which you have to read for investment banking, that would be much better. Because if your goal is to get into investment banking, you can have a customized plan for it. All right. How do you conduct online classes? Well, I've said it once again. I'll say that, you know, you need to have a mobile phone, laptop, and a peaceful room with a headphone. If you have these things, well enough, you can attend the class from anywhere. All right. Many times, you know, which I get this question. In fact, the most immature question and which I receive is that, you know, is ACCA easy or tough? Now, well, let me tell you is that, you know, it is easy for those who read it and understand it in a better way. And it is very tough for those who keep on asking these questions that, is it tough? Is it tough? Yes, it is tough for you. Let me be frank for that. And you need to understand that once you read it, once you understand it, then it becomes easy. But if you don't do anything and you ask that, is it easy? It is tough actually. Now, exemptions for CMA US holders. Well, there are 5 exemptions for CMA US holders. And how many attempts in a year? Well, there are 4 times, which is March, June, September, December, for the papers of F5 till the last paper of ACCA. For the first 4 papers, you can give it anytime. And then better option, CA, CMA, or ACCA. Well, obviously, the better option, if you're looking into a career growth in finance field and looking out for a job, then ACCA is the best. And if suppose you are looking out for, taking forward the practice of, some of your ancestors who are qualified chartered accountants, you can do CA and CMA India. I would also recommend CMA India to those people who are, most concerned with, government jobs. I would recommend them for that. Then a few more questions. Can you explain PER in detail, professional experience requirement in detail? Well, this is a, very complex query which I get because, there is articleship in CA, whereas in ACCA, there is PER, professional experience requirement. In articleship in CA, you have to be working under a qualified chartered accountant. Now, you work under a qualified chartered accountant for 3 years, and you can change it from 1 to 3, means 3 years, 3 different places. That's not actually practically possible. I don't know exactly how it is, but in ACCA, you don't have to work under an ACCA. You have to work under an IFAC member. Well, what is IFAC? IFAC is the Federation Accounting Council, which is holding all ACCAs, ICAI, ICAEW, and all other qualifications or boards. If you are a member, like suppose me, I'm a CMA, I am actually giving PER to 2 students right now. And if suppose you require more, I can personally give you PER because I have work with me. And then any professional or accounting firm, you can go work there and you can get a PER there. And there's no high requirement that you have to work for at one place for a long time. You can start it anytime. If suppose you are studying right now, you can start your PER by working anywhere. But remember that it fulfills at least those 13 subjects or 15 subjects which are there in ACCA. If it is matching any of those things, you can do it. Next, I get questions. Exemption for degree holders. Suppose if you have completed your BCom, you get 4 papers exempted. If you have completed your BCom, you get 4 papers exempted. All right. And then tips to clear financial reporting. Now, this is the question which I actually got it at the start also. And I'm again and again getting this question, tips to clear financial reporting. Well, let me tell you that the best way to clear financial reporting is that understand and apply IFRS and IAS practically. That is International Accounting Standards and International Financial Reporting Standards in a practical way. If you can do that in a practical way, well, we do it in our class. Our classes are going on financial reporting and IFRS, which is the same only, on every Sunday and Saturday, which is going on at our academy. There are many students. In fact, the maximum students are attending that class. You can attend that class. If you're not able to come down, you can attend it online. Already students are attending online. We prefer if students are coming online. That's much better for us also. If you're going to come directly here, also good for you. But the best way to clear financial reporting is you need to focus on IAS and IFRS. All right. I hope that helps. And then what are the salaries of ACCA? I guess this is the last question which I'm having. Salaries for ACCAs, it depends. Well, I'll also be explaining a salary video separately about ACCA because I see, expectations and the expectation gap which happens. So let me tell you, ACCA, you're qualified, you're done, you get a package from 6 to 8 lakhs per annum in ACCA in India, in Hyderabad. Yes, you get that, 6 to 8 lakhs. And if you're going abroad or anybody attending this video or, this live session from abroad, anywhere, you'll get, like, suppose if I take Dubai as an example, you can get around 15 to 20,000 dirhams per month. You get it. The same goes in complete Gulf. And it also depends on where you have got your PER. If you have got your PER from a better place, you get a better opportunity. Now, then, are CMAs required to start from F5? No. F5 would be exempted for you. Those 5 papers would be exempted. You have to start from the next papers. In fact, let me tell you that these all exemptions are conditional exemptions. It depends on your mark list. When you submit your mark list, then they will also see your marks, and if suppose you've got more in a subject and less in a subject, then they will be awarding you exemptions. If you have any doubt in that, you can just forward your documents to us. We would be forwarding and seeing how many exemptions you're getting, and we will process your documents likewise. All right, I'm done with these questions. Now I'm getting here. Can we choose both online and on location classes? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. We have students who are doing that as such, who are able to come to the classes. They are coming, and if suppose some days they are not able to attend the class, they are attending it online, and that is how it's going on. Yes. One more question, that how many exemptions does an IPCC student get? Okay. IPCC student gets 6 papers exempted. And again, I'm telling you, it's our conditional exemptions. All right. Next, F7 batch, come down Saturday, 2 p.m. F7, you can attend it. And all the batch timings, in fact, you can just DM us for the batch timings. We have all the classes going on, right now, except for P-level. P-level, we are just going on. We are going to start up with the batch of SBL sooner, but all skills level and knowledge level is done, because Just now the results have been announced and we have done very well in our results. In fact, I'm very happy with the results. In few days, we'll be having normally the award ceremonies and all about our recently qualified, completed those papers. In fact, we are hoping and fingers crossed for, in few days, they would be announcing the rank holders also and expecting rank from our students. Hopefully that happens. We would be celebrating it also in the next week for sure. And if you're having any more questions, I'll be answering it right now. Does articleship count for PER? Yes, articleship counts for PER. Your articleship can be counted for PER. Yes. Any more questions? I'll be ending the session then. And if you have any queries, in fact, all those questions which were asked, I'll be, my team would be posting it in the stories. In fact, even me, I would be posting it in the stories. The same answers which I've, maybe you will not be able to watch this complete live session. So better would be in the stories also. Any more questions? I'm looking out for questions out here. No questions here. Explain about exemptions in ACCA. All right, let me tell you, exemption is the worst thing in ACCA because you're actually constructing a 13-story building without either 4 levels or without 6 levels. If you're not having a foundation, how are you going to construct that building? In fact, the students which come to us with exemptions, I've seen the students getting 6 papers exemption through integrated degree module and coming to us for the 7th paper and they are failing. Why? Is because they don't have proper foundations. Now, when they don't have proper foundation, that comes to us. What we do is we teach them the first paper and also the main paper which they have come up for. And that would be the problem. I'm getting another question. Can articleship be started when we start ACCA? Yes, it can be. It can be. There's no doubt in that. You can do it both at a time. And remember that exemptions is something which will, if you don't have that knowledge, like just now I was taking an audit class and a few girls had no idea what is, ethics. Well, ethics is taught at the first level of ACCA, first paper, accounting and business. And in audit, you just go ahead above it. But what's happening is that I have to teach them from beginning and then teach them auditing. That is what is our problem when people come with exemptions and they face a lot of difficulties ahead. Exemptions. All right, any more questions? Questions anymore? Well, I have answered so many questions. I'm feeling a lot thirsty. I'm feeling thirsty, so what I'll do is we'll end up the session now. Many questions are answered. If you have any more questions, you can just directly DM us. We'll be answering those questions. So thank you for being there live. And I hope we'll be coming up live again with more of your questions or queries. And don't forget, if you're having any, there are a few recorded classes which are there available on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and, don't forget to share it with people and share this knowledge. Okay. What's this on Friday? Live on Friday. Yeah, we will be coming live on Friday. In fact, we will be doing a CMA session also on Friday. Questions are coming. Is CA inter-syllabus same as ACCA? No, it's not the same. It's a bit different. The approach is different. The examination is different. Few topics would be similar, which would be like, I know this will be coming like, but I would say that it would be better you go through the complete syllabus and then go for the examination. Just going that I have done CA and I'll be doing this won't help you out. You would be again depressed out of that. Job after F9. Yes, you have job after F9, which is available. In fact, there are a few of our students who have actually moved on to Bangalore and actually started working in Qualcomm, Deloitte right now in Hyderabad. So there is job opportunity. What's the pay package for them? Around 30 to 40,000 rupees they are earning just after completing F9, and now they are doing their P level. All right. Any more questions? Well, Thank you and all once everyone. Thank you everyone. We'll be doing a live session soon. Thank you very much.